Here we go. So you ready for the plays? Episode 4. This is not going to be the video that you expect, I assure you of that. So one of the things people are doing right now is they're trying to find the new quick through SDS from last year. I'm not trying to find that. There's one reason, and that is because in a previous video, I stated that nothing held me back more last year than using that quick through SDS during domination. It was really boring as well, so don't do it. That's my first advice. Don't find one play and cheese it for 99 games. It's boring. You're not going to get any better at the game. Pointless. But I am going to tell you those plays. So, Nets playbook, cut 21 dive. That's thanks to Shake and Bake. Mavs playbook, quick 15 hammer. That's thanks to RCA the Great. Hawks playbook, give 25 Hawks. That's thanks to Bio. And Pistons playbook, give 15 horns dive. That's thanks to 2K Fitness. Now, if you're looking for quick through SDS, if that's specifically what you're looking for, the Mavs play is the closest one to it, but these plays don't work as well as quick through SDS did. Quick through SDS was a complete glitch last year. The CPU couldn't deal with it. We're at a situation now where we can see actually as the game goes on, the computer and the AI starts to adapt to what you're doing. So it becomes more and more difficult. So I used that Nets cut 21 dive on the Dame Lillard challenge. And the only reason I used it is because I had to get 50 points with one player. And it was incredible because I actually got the 50 points and the win with a buzzer beater at the end, which was crazy. But it just wasn't effective. Like, I knew if I just played that game differently, and my players weren't very good at that time, so I literally loaded into the game and then did the Lillard challenge, which was probably not a good idea at the time. But it just didn't work as well. And I knew after the game, I was like, that's the last time I'm going to choose a play, because if games are going to be this close and they're going to be this difficult, I might as well actually learn how to beat the computer so I can actually go online and beat another opponent. Now, the problem with these plays is, you can use them offline and you'll be really experienced at the game, and then the minute you go online and try and use them, you'll just get shut down. So that's what happened to me last year. I want to avoid it this year. So domination is a great way to get used to the mechanics of the game, to pick everything up, all the mechanisms, all the plays, everything that you can do within the game. And I'm going to give you one tip. This whole video is going to be about one thing that I do, and it will get you through domination. It will get you up the board on triple threat nearly every time. I haven't gone on unlimited yet, but I'm planning on using this online as well. It's just one move that you need to learn, and it will open up the entire game. So you're more in control and you're using skill to defeat the computer or your opponent, instead of just one cheesy playbook that's going to get you nowhere in the long run. And more importantly, it's more fun. It's just a more fun way to play the game. So this is the squad I'm running with at the moment. We have got our Hall of Fame no money spent badge on this year. It's okay, the squad's okay, I'm getting there. I really haven't played enough, to be honest, but the squad probably should be a bit further along than it is, but this is what we've got. Now there's 2 players, maybe 3 players on this lineup that are vital. Gus Williams and Mo Cheeks are absolutely crucial. You need point guards that are quick and have decent animations, and there's one specific animation. They need to have a decent behind the back. That's what this whole video is going to be about, and I'm literally going to show you how effective it is. But Gus Williams and Mo Cheeks are both, I paid 10k I think for them collectively. They're the only players I've actually bought. But having a point guard that's quick and has decent animations is super, super important. The only other player that's important in this lineup is Brian Russell. You need to have a decent three-point shooter. Like, we all struggled, but I think we're all better. I've gone from about 10% on threes up to about 40, 50%. That's all you need. The rest of them, they're just cones. They're just there. So let's get into a domination game. So the settings. So defensively, on-ball pressure smother and off-ball pressure tight. Now, there's one other thing. You could do post if you put it in front. What it will do, it's very hard to stop the opposition in the post. It will just get a few more steals. Now, I am going to set up the play, but I've got no intention of using it. So this is the Nets playbook and cut 21 dive. I just have it equipped, but you'll see I won't use it in the game. Now, this is important. Hawks 2018 on the freelance. That's really, really important. Help defense we want to turn off. We all know that's the double team option. And I've already got the adaptive coaching engine off, but you can see it there. Timeout, player minute substitution. Make sure they're all manual. Otherwise, the computer will start subbing in players for you randomly. So on your first possession, you want to equip the Hawks 2018 freelance immediately. What that does is it will just spread them to 5 out. You can see it will pull the defenders towards the perimeter. That's what you need. For this key move that I'm going to talk about to work, the floor just needs to be as spread as possible, and the Hawks 18 freelance just does that better than anything else. Now for that key play. So once the team is spread out, once the floor's spread, what you want to do is put the ball in your point guard's hands. You want to speed boost, hit pass and screen away to spread the floor a little bit more, hit a behind the back, and look at the space Gus Williams has got. Now on that behind the back, you've got more space than any play will give you, and the computer will fall for it again and again and again. Now the great thing about this play, and it is a play really, is it's usually going to end in sort of one of three things. You know, it may miss occasionally, but everything does. Either that or you'll get the bucket, or either that or you'll get the bucket and an and one. It's really often that these guys foul. It's so difficult for the point guard, especially when he's tracking back to stop you without fouling, that it just results in so many and ones. So just keep blitzing that point guard again and again and again. Now, one thing I do want to show you is just defensively, just to be careful about one thing. The corners are wide open for some reason a lot of the time. If you just look here, you'll see, look how far they've sagged off from him there. So you just got to be careful. I didn't do a good job of it there, but defensively, that's the main thing you need to focus on. And also fast breaks, just get after it. If it's there, get the ball up the court. Don't feel like you have to reset and run this play like you would with quick through STS every single time. Now, the next thing defensively, just get on the main ball handler. You know, make his life difficult really quickly. Don't sit back waiting for them to make a play, because the defensive mechanics, especially with these cards, are so bad that they're probably going to end up with a better option than if you just harry them at the start. You can see here we got 2 back-to-back steals, so just keep doing stuff like that and it will give you a fast break again and again. Now, over time, the AI will adapt to this play and they'll start double teaming you and all sorts. That doesn't mean you shouldn't continue to run it, but you'll see here I do put a 3 up, and I really just shot this 3. I wasn't sure if it was going to go in or not, but I shot the 3 just to get the computer to think that I might be doing something different. Because if you just keep teasing anything in this game, they'll adapt again and again. So just keep a close eye out on whether the computer's adapting or not. And you can see there, when you go up on the contested shot, all you need to do is look at that meter. Just focus all your energy on getting the stick in the center of that meter, and it will hit every contested shot as well, or certainly the majority of them. So you can see there again, you know, the corner was slightly left open, and, you know, they got a good shot. They missed it, but they got the rebound. So really defensively, you've got to focus on those corners. But you can see here, just again and again, just getting open again and again, contested shot, just focused on the stick placement, and, you know, it doesn't matter if there was 3 of them on you, you're still going to get it in more times than not. So you can see very clearly, this works way more effectively than any sort of quick through play. So you can see late in the game here, I've comfortably won the game, wasn't really sweating. To be honest, didn't play particularly well either, and, you know, my cards still aren't great, but it's still very, very comfortable to win these domination games. You know, to win this by 12 is very comfortable. So it really is the play to use. Now, how do you do it? That's the question I haven't answered yet. So with the behind the back, you turbo, you've got 2 options. You either take your hand off the turbo and go down and left on the right stick, and it will do a sort of standard behind the back. It will create some space. But if you do the down and left while you're turboing, it's called a momentum behind the back, and it just basically creates space. It's a bit of you teleport basically a little bit. So just go on to freestyle and practice it. I'm going to show you it on triple threat as well, just to show you it works against, you know, non-AI as well. So this is the triple threat team I'm running. Gus Williams, fastest card in the game. Go get him. Brian Russell can shoot. That's all we need him there for. And Shaq does Shaq things. So let's get into the gameplay and I'll show you what's up. So you can see we've got similar teams here. I mean, he's got a team that can do what I'm doing as well. That AI is lightning quick as well. But I'm pretty sure Gus Williams will have the edge on him being as quick as he is. So I'm going to show you real time with triple threat online. So passing screen away, Gus Williams ball in hand, hit the behind the back. And he's standing back there, you can see that. So I knew it was going to be contested. So I just focused on the shot meter. I forgot everything else and just locked in on that shot meter. And I knew if I get it centered, it didn't matter how contested it was. It's a good example of AI being super quick. So we're going to run it again. He's probably expecting it this time, bear in mind. So there you go, you can see he's backtracking, but he just can't keep up. Again, contested, but it goes in, and it's going to do that again, and again. Now, as we get to the end of the game, you can see how dominant it was. We're at 18 to 4. I'm just looking to finish off the game now, but You know, it's just so powerful. It's just a really powerful mechanism. And I really do believe that if you're going to grind domination or triple threat offline or any of these things, learning mechanics that are going to basically give you the same advantages as a cheesy play, it's just going to help you way, way more in the game. I mean, that's a really simple mechanism. You're literally pressing down and left on the right stick. That's all you need to do. And it's going to be more effective than any cheese play, any quick through SDS or Nets or Mavericks playbook. It's just a lot better. So I haven't got into Unlimited yet, and I will. I'm just waiting for the Super Sweats to get done with everything they're doing. Probably the last 2 weeks of this season is when I'm going to jump into it. I've got other videos coming up. This is episode 4. There's 3 more to go. We're going to cover a few different things like traps and other things to avoid, the game modes to focus on. But a squad like this, you know, it's cheap, it's free, it does the job, as long as you know what you're doing. I will get into another video at some point on the other dribble moves I use as well. There are quite a few, but learn the game. Don't just cheese. Don't bore yourself. It's not worth it. You're better than you probably think you are. And if one move can be that impactful, like it's just going to drive my entire domination run. I don't really need to know much else, but we'll add a few more things in as we go. But yeah, get away from the cheesy plays. Start using your skill. You have more skill than you think you do. Thanks for watching, guys.